everyone. So happy Thursday. So it is like 9:00. I did not have the gumption to start my vlog earlier today because last night was an awful night. It was just one of those nights where baby was up. She wasn't even up. She was just like unsettled all night. And so then it makes it like impossible to sleep. And it was just a really, really, really long night. But today I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain about the fact that it's snow day part 4. I'm not going to complain about the fact that everything's canceled despite the fact that the roads appear to be clear. I'm not going to complain about my lack of sleep or any of that. Okay. If I actually make it through this vlog without complaining, comment and give me some gold stars because it's a doozy. I have had a copious amounts of caffeine. I don't normally drink caffeine. And so I'm feeling okay right now. So I've thought everybody's in there content, eating breakfast, doing all the things. So I am going to talk about the books that I read. So I finished Defiant Joy, which is the book Christian. Wow. Krista from Books and Jams, Christian nonfiction read-along. I was reading this last night, finished it. I've really enjoyed it. I'll try to link the 2 live shows we've had, but we're going to be discussing the last 4 chapters this weekend, Sunday at 5 o'clock, maybe, Central Time. So I don't know, come over there. I'll link Krista down below and you can find it. But this is really good. So finish that. And then I read the entirety of Nights in Rodanthe last night by Nicholas Sparks. And I listened to this on audio and it's only like 5.5 hours. And now I let my patrons pick for my entire Nicholas Sparks collection, which one they wanted me to read. And I was surprised this one won. This, I know, like, I don't know, I never saw the movie, but I know Richard Gere was the main man, and I don't know who the woman was. I can't remember. If you know, let me know. But this is about a woman who is long since divorced, and her daughter, she's in her 60s now, and so her kids are grown. She has 2 sons and a daughter, and her daughter has experienced extreme loss. She lost her husband young, and now her daughter is just like living in a cave, not taking care of her kids, not doing anything, just kind of living in a dark room, and her kids are starting to kind of suffer for it and all of that. And so this woman decides that it's time to tell her daughter the story of kind of her great love. And so she spent this night or this week, I don't know how long it was, taking care of her friends, like bed and breakfast. And it was in a coastal town of Rodanthe, North Carolina. And so it's there, and her friend was like, there's only 1 guest booked. It's going to be really boring, really easy. I just need you to take care of it. And so the 1 guest is our male main character, Dr. Paul Flanner. Now, Paul, he is a doctor. He's a surgeon who his wife just recently left him. His adult son is somewhat estranged because he was just such a workaholic, put work above everything else. And now I don't know how old he is at the time that this is occurring, but 40s, 50s, and he has like walked away because his son is now an adult, and he's a doctor. He's like a family physician doing work in not Ethiopia, maybe, I can't remember where. He is doing work somewhere overseas, mission work. And so this guy quits his profession and decides to go ahead and work with his son for a year. And so he's taking this like week in Rodanthe as a kind of respite before he goes and does that. And so they spend this week together. The coastal town, it's like winter time, so nobody's there. It's really quiet, whatever. They get to know each other and fall in love, and then he's like, okay, I'm gonna go do this and then let's be together. And so that's the plan, and things don't go according to plan. And so she's sharing this story with her daughter, the story of their week together, as well as they sent letters back and forth for a year, and then like for the year he was gone, and then he kind of ghosted her. And so she's sharing the grief of that loss. And yeah, it was really good. I mean, it's very Nicholas Sparks in that this workaholic kind of no feelings guy, he said he never cried with any of his patients, never felt anything, and now all of a sudden he does because of our main character, Adrian. And, so there's the Nicholas Sparks where you've got to kind of buy into this, that it's this epic kind of insta-love thing. But I really enjoyed this. I would give it a strong 4 stars, and I thought it was interesting, the whole perspective of like sharing herself with her daughter, and sharing herself as a woman, as a I mean, because this was years and years ago. So it's 17, 15 something years ago that this all happened. And so she's sharing that with her, kind of woman to woman. And I am just really excited for those days where I can have my daughters, think of their mom as like a person instead of just their mom. And I think that's really an interesting perspective. So really, really like this. And now I have started my physical read, which is The Relief of Imperfection, for women who try too hard to make it just right. So this so far is really good. This is, I'm like 30 pages in. And I even underlined in the foreword. And let's see, there's a quote somewhere about, impression without expression can lead to depression. So when she's encouraging you to share your thoughts on this book, because impression without expression, so taking thoughts from this and not expressing them leads to depression. And so just quick thoughts, because I hear the baby crying. Our trash guy just unexpectedly came. They said they were not going to come till tomorrow, but the whole point is basically that we can just let go, because God's in control. God is perfect. We are not, no matter how hard we strive to be. And I would say I'm a recovering perfectionist. I definitely used to be a perfectionist. But I think I've actually just, she's kind of challenging, are you or are you not a perfectionist? Are you striving for this perfection? And she talks about how perfectionism and anxiety go hand in hand. And I realized that I kind of just shifted my priorities. So I'm not a perfectionist about the things that I used to be, but I definitely am about other things. So I want to talk more about this, but I will do that later. So today, I don't think we're going to do the story time thing, because of course everybody's schedules are off. Everybody woke up early this morning, which is weird. So then Mabel's going to need to nap. I don't know. It just feels like my brain is going to combust today. And so I don't know if we're going to leave the house or not, but we're doing some fun math and we're doing some school. My vlogging game may be down today. I have made breakfast bars and I've got a whole list of things to do, including film this vlog, film another short, because my next book is True Believer by Nicholas Sparks, but these read so darn quick that I want to have backup. So breakfast bars in the oven. I'm going to freeze some milk. I'm going to get the baby to sleep. We're going to do school. Just kind of juggling 1,000 things. And I don't know that I have the capacity to take my phone with me, but we're going to see. So I will for sure check in later. I know one of my daughters, or both of them, need to film another clip. So 8 minutes of your life you'll never get back. Sorry for rambling. We'll see you soon.
And I'm burned by the morning light. I make the same mistake more than twice. Same song, but brand new dance. I wear out my third second chance. You take my breath and I can't get it back. Might be time for me to face the facts. The best me is with you, but I know I got a lot to prove.
Hey everyone, so it's 1:30 in the afternoon and I am not going to complain this vlog. So today has been fine. We did school, and some days it takes 10 minutes, some days it takes 4 hours, and today is one of those days. So we did that, and let's see, what did we do? I started the crock pot. I gave you a little science fair update. Our apples are browning. They're browning. And so I would say so far, lemon juice is in the lead. Canola oil or vegetable oil is the second. And then everything else is kind of browning. So just an interesting thing. And then the girls, we finished up around 11 something. And I told them to go down in the basement. We have like a blow up bounce house. So they needed to go down there, burn some energy. So they did. And they made an invitation for family night tonight. So I'm not sure what that entails, but hopefully it's a fun time. So now we're about to go take naps, but my daughter has something to review.
Missed the fix, but we're just working through a little rust. They like to say we're just young, but I know we won't give this up. Sometimes I lose my mind.
You guys, I left the dang house. Woo! and I'm by myself. It's like 5 o'clock, and I text my husband and was like, hey, are you about done with work? Because I am about to lose my mind, and I am just not one, like, I have to socialize or get out or something, or like I'm just feeling really anxious and really crabby. And so I'm at Target gonna get some yogurt. That's all we need. But you know Target, it tells you what you need. So I'm gonna go in there and see what I can find.
Some days it's hard to find the reason why you stay by my side. You and I break our hearts open in half just to see if we'll put them back. No matter what they try, I'll stay by your side. It's you and I.
Oh my gosh, guys, I feel so much better. I didn't even spend that much. I got a couple groceries, a couple Easter goodies from the dollar section for my kids, and a couple like crafts that I like to have in my like surprise closet. Sorry, this lighting is awful. But yeah, didn't get any books, self-restraint. And I listened to YouTube while I was walking around. So whew, feel so much better. So now I'm gonna head home. No reading has been done today. Probably none will be done until bedtime. So I probably won't check in again today. But thank goodness for getting out of the house. So tomorrow is library book sale day. So we'll see you tomorrow.